hours on Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m.
This is Gibson Kuehn.
Currently closed right now. Please press 1 to leave a message. Thank you.
Hi, this is your friendly neighborhood constitutionalist, PJ Helfrich. You know, Harry, if you haven't gone to Lakes Crossing yet with Silvia, you've got until the 12th to do my appeal. I've got all the paperwork on that you've agreed to this, and all the documentation that I've sent through the mail, via certified mail, signature mail, emails, all that stuff that's going to get subpoenaed at the Supreme Court level and beyond that, because I know, and as well as you know, but you don't think that most people know that there's anything beyond Judge Brisbill's bullshit. You've ignored every amount of correspondence I've inquired about, which is fine. Just keep sticking that adult superstore dildo up your fill-in-the-blank, and I'm going to sit back and laugh because I've got your contract pulled, I've got you up on the bar, I've got the bar looking at what you're doing or not doing now. I've got people from everywhere you could think of looking at you. And when you keep effing up like you've effed up with the cow, with Mr. Gibson's divorce and everything in the background, and my previous case and now my appeal, you're definitely looking at Lakes Crossing. Say hi to Silvia for me. I hope you guys get to be good friends and pen pals. You've ignored me on every freaking legitimate inquisition I've had on my appeal, and that's all fine and dandy. You can keep playing your little game in your delusional little world where you think you're going to get away with this. But I'm coming down Bruce Willis, Die Hard, with little Mel Gibson and Charles Bronson on the side, and I'm not going to take it like the little Twisted Sister song of the 80s anymore, okay? And I'm sure you don't know about Dee Schneider, but I do, and I'm sure some of the people in the office do. And don't worry, anybody out there that's afraid of losing their job, if you're worth your salt, I'll hook you up with the place that's going to get the new contract. Bottom line is, Harry, you've got until the 12th to submit the best appeal and brief of your entire existence on this planet this time around. And if you don't, well, that's all fine and dandy, because you know what? Then you're out of the game, and then I'm in the game, and quite honestly, I'm a better pro se attorney than you'll ever be a human being or an attorney, and I'm going to show you all a thing or two. Mark my words, laugh about it now, but hear me now and believe me later, like Arnold used to say. I forget which movie that was. Let's get it on. I'm ready. I'm going to just show you all a thing or two and get all you yuckleheads that need to be put in their place, And the Supreme Court is not the final stop, and I'm in it for the long haul. And every little bit of screwing up you're doing right now is just adding to my appeal and the next appeal and everything else, and I'm not even going to elaborate on, because I'm not going to, give the enemy my whole hand during this whole poker game chess match. So you better get up off your dead carcass and work on the best brief and appeal of your entire life. Or, like I said, say hi to Silvia for me when you're over there at Lakes Crossing, and have a nice day, because there's going to be some people that are already being investigated on their shenanigans that are definitely looking at federal time for their whole little, I'll give you 10 walks for a Helfrich, or I'll give you 15 walks for a Greco, and all the other stuff that we know has been going on for years. But you know what? The little people aren't going to take it anymore. There are, I believe, there's like 8 out of 10 people in this town that are too stupid, ignorant, or brainwashed to believe there's anything other than Gibson and Kuehn out there as far as quote-unquote legal defense. But when it all boils down to it, there are a couple people out there with some brains in their heads, like Lou DeCanio, Ted Holmes, and some of these other cats that have already made the DA's office out to be the crooked, unjust, just looking for a win in the win column scumbags that they really are. And Brian and the boys are going to have a hard time.
With your message, press 1 to send. To erase your message and start over, press 2. To add to your message, press 3. To review.
Brian and the boys are going to have a hard time keeping their Jabba the Hutt figure up there in Tonopah Federal Prison with those paper-thin mystery meat lips and asshole sandwiches that they get 3 times a day that I had to either eat or starve to death, in which I lost over 30 pounds because I'd rather starve to death than eat that shit. But you guys, there's some of you guys out there that are either going to do the right thing and avoid that and just be happy with losing your license and working at McDonald's the rest of your life, or you're going to keep going on the path that you're on, and you could say hi to Brian and all the other guys that are up there in federal prison getting butt-fucked by the guards. And that's all fine and dandy, but let you know that it's not just me, okay? There are so many freaking people behind me, you wouldn't even believe me if I told you. And I'm not just talking about homeless pieces of shit, okay? I'm talking about people with prominence, not only in this community, but the kind of people that had the kind of job where they report to people in Washington, the Inspector General's offices of various states, you name it. So even if you manage to, like, knock me off somehow, or if I end up, like, magically disappearing or falling down a mine shaft on accident, yeah, right, that's all fine and dandy, like you're doing me a favor, but there are so many people out there higher up on the food chain than me that got a hard-on for everything that's going on wrong in this town, unjustly, that it's just whatever, man. The ball's already rolling. The snowball's already been rolling down the mountain long enough where whoever needs to get run over by it is done and over with. So you guys either need to start doing the right thing, advocating it to get Silvia Castillo evaluated like yesterday, working on getting my appeal overturned to kind of like save face, and to help all these other people you've been screwing over or feeding off to the lions, or it's just like karma. Your karma time has come, and I'm the one of the messengers. And don't just blame me. Don't just get mad at the postman for the message. But you're all freaking screwed if you keep doing what
Message